Hello, I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And this is my reaction to episode 13 of Mystery Science Theater 3000, season 11. It was the Christmas episode, if you couldn't tell. And before we get into our discussion, let's check out my reactions during the show. It's the Christmas one. I've heard of the movie, but I've never seen it, and a lot of people said it was really bad.
I don't care what movie they throw at us. It's Christmas and nothing can get me down.
Aww.
Christmas is
I like their decorations. That clown has no point. Yeah, it's nothing to do with anything.
If I were a rich man,
Yes.
there'd be no reason for me at all.
I could have been Danny Kaye.
Come on,
That was like the
Santa,
first gypsy
don't
line I think I've
talk
actually
like that.
genuinely laughed
From
at.
yourself. And last year, Mr. Prune came up and bought the whole North Pole,
What?
including our little plot of land.
Wow.
And I
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
owe
life.
we have
800 candy canes a day?
I just keep forgetting to send out bills.
a lawyer who forgets to send out bills. This movie just became unrealistic.
Sorry, Santa, but I'm afraid.
Santa's such a fine-looking gentleman. Reminds me of you when you were young.
What happened?
I mean, Mrs. Claus.
I think this one's pretty good so far. I mean, it's not the best that we've had recently, but it's definitely on the much better than others side.
There goes the element of surprise. And from Jack's point of view, you're just giving him a brief taste of freedom before shoving him back into a windowless cell.
Objection overruled.
North Korea has a more fair court system than this.
Silence! How shall I make my spectacular announcement?
In a corset on the cover of Vanity Fair?
Oh, God.
All right, men.
Sounds like Ren and Stimpy music.
Oh, my gosh.
Why, Santa, what's the matter?
awake.
How do we end up with a Santa with such extreme generalized anxiety disorder?
Oh, wait, did you say?
Yes, awake.
Oh no. They can stop. The rain in Spain stays mainly.
And have you been?
Now he's through the store. My plan is working.
Oh dear. I hope I haven't broken.
Prims, we sell wagons and wagon-related toy wagons.
Then one, then wait.
Can you send this liability waiver? There appears to be a nitrous oxide leak in here.
He does.
What did they cut out of? Wow, business must be terrible. I want today. I want tomorrow. Golden goose. I want you.
Okay, a giraffe dying of a seizure while I'm flying.
You go,
Looking at all these toys, they look like the designs from Disney's Chicken Little, which...
Off you go, gender-neutral mushroom child. Balloon or personal space, can't have both.
Or spooks, I guess.
This store was built on stuffed animal burial ground.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. And now
Oh, come on, you didn't take that?
Okay, here's the drill. I'm a little baby, and I'm Santa's bestest friend, and we're stuck in a terrible landing. And I'm definitely a baby.
Even though the movie is weird and disturbing, I still feel the Christmas spirit.
Yeah,
Me too!
nothing Christmas.
Ho, 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 little robots and nougat.
Oh.
I put the ho, ho, ho on Christmas and the ha, ha, ha on Hanukkah. Come on, baby, now let's go. I'm not mad. I can't go back. I don't know. Goodbye, folks. Bye-bye. I'm stealing the presents from this house to give it to the next house.
Yeah, I suppose we did.
Spider prune, spider prune.
Not just me, Jackie Johnny's. I ever really wanted with all my heart.
So a toy erases decades of toxic hate and villainy.
Yeah.
I feel better.
I know it's stupid, but I'm a sucker for ironic toy buys. Cowboys of Moo Mesa, biker mice from Mars, street sharks, battletoads, cyborgs.
Yes! The first time Jonas had to pull Crow out of the theater, I think. It was the first net pull we've gotten. I thought that one was great. After the way a few people warned me that they didn't like it, I was, but that was hilarious. I thought this was fantastic, guys. Like, I know I had a few comments from people warning me about it, saying, because I had mentioned it in another episode, I was excited for it, and like, don't get your hopes up. There are a lot of problems with it. Like, the movie itself is really bad, and it really, like, affects, like, the feel of the whole thing. And I was like, oh boy, because I was looking forward to it. And someone else said, though, that they really liked it, and that they liked it anyway. And I was like, okay, I can have quite a tolerance for bad movies, apparently, when they're riffed. Now, Manos, yes, is a different story, but in general, because there have been a lot of episodes where my parents will be like, oh, we couldn't finish that one, that aren't like season 1 episodes, they're like season 3 episodes or whatever, and I'm just like, you couldn't finish what, you know? So it's, I guess I had a little bit more of a tolerance in that case. You know, I don't know, I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. I thought it was sweet. You know, I think if I'm missing anything, I wish they'd had a song, because both the Christmas episodes before this did have songs. In fact, technically, Mike's Christmas episode has 2, but people always forget about one. They all know Merry Christmas If That's Okay, which is like more of the carol style song, but earlier, I think a segment or 2 earlier than that, they do they sing as Santa Claus, and they do like a kind of a, you know, a raucous Christmas song, and I think that one's fun, but no one ever mentions it. So you know, but I loved how the not commercial breaks, you know, the bumpers they're playing Patrick Swayze Christmas. I thought that was fun. The riffs were so good. There were, you know, I was laughing at first, and then there was like a slow scene, and so I was like, oh man, is this where it gets weird? Is this where it gets bad? But I just kept cracking up, guys, especially that second half. I don't know what it was, but it was like from the time they got like the jobs in the toy store through like the rest of it, it was just so funny. I mean, this is probably the most pleasantly surprised I've been thus far. The host segments, again, wish there'd been a song, and, you know, as always, could there have been a little more? Could they have been a little funnier? Yeah, probably. Like the elf, when they dressed as the elves and had the toys, was it the funniest they could have done it? No, but their outfits were really cute and funny. I liked the wigs and beards and suspenders and stuff. When they were looking at the stuffed animals, it was just like, yeah, just because those stood out really weird. Joel's cameo as Santa, as soon as like on the bridge they heard like the ho ho ho, I was like, that's Joel's voice. And then when it actually was Joel, I was like, holy cow, oh my gosh. Much better than his first, I'll say, real cameo. I know he's Artie, the guy who always like pulls the switch and sends the movie. I know he's that guy. His only other cameo was as that silent guy in Time Travelers. He had nothing to do, nothing to say, and wasn't even particularly funny, you know, which you can be despite the fact you're not saying anything. I'm trying to think of how it compares to the other Christmas ones. It's so hard, because Riff Tracks has also redone the Christmas ones, and I've gone on record saying that I think that I did episodes of verses of both Christmas episodes versus the Riff Tracks live versions of the same movies. And in one case I like the Mystery Science better, in another case I like the Riff Tracks better. So I'm trying to think of where within all those where this would lie, but I mean, it was so good. It fits right in with them. I don't know how I would rank it exactly right now, but it sure as heck fits in there. Like, just another thing that I like about Jonah is he was like, I don't care how bad this movie is, I'm still in the Christmas spirit. And I was like, yes, especially because that's how I felt too, was, yes, this movie's terrible, like everybody, you know, says it is, and yeah, I mean, isn't it famous for being terrible? I'd heard of it before, so I think it's infamous in that way. But like, I was still really happy watching this because it was funny, and it had enough Christmas cheer. I liked how they just hung ornaments on just like the ship itself. They did briefly mention the whole wedding plotline again, because I was just like, I understand if they drop it completely for the Christmas episode because it's a Christmas episode. I'm glad they mentioned that plotline though, to show we haven't completely dropped it. This show is like, it's guaranteed a second season, guys. As soon as it made $6.5 million, I was like, well, it's obviously getting all of its episodes, plus the extra 2, the 14 episodes. But I was just, as soon as it got picked up by Netflix, I was like, it's got 2 seasons minimum right there, because it's like, you got $6.5 million, huge fan base behind you, made history on Kickstarter, which got the news out even further that this was happening. Riff Tracks helped spread the word for like the handful of people that didn't know that's still in that sphere. I mean, we had everything going on with this, and then Netflix picking it up. I was like, it gets 2 seasons minimum, man. And like, I'm excited for a second season now. But the whole point of that, it was a total bunny trail. I went rabbit trail, however you say that I just went on there. My point was, I don't think they would leave the wedding plotline hanging for however long it is till the second season actually premieres, because the next episode's the last one of the season. I don't think they would leave it hanging. There's something about this one that just struck me as super funny, super fun and enjoyable. I liked how, you know, overall the guys, they had some cynical parts, but they also just overall were like pretty upbeat given the circumstances. I think the tone worked. I think the riffs were great. I really love this one. I've got to give it an A. It's up there with Wizards of the Lost Kingdom 2 as just one of the absolute best this season. You know, I mean, if you don't like it, if you don't like it, you don't like it. And I totally understand. There are a lot of episodes I didn't really like this season that a lot of people did, and this is just one where it's the opposite, where I really liked it and some people didn't. We only have one episode left in the season, which I'm excited for, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna miss this. And yeah, so I mean, we only have one left. I'm assuming the wedding plot line will be wrapped up in this one. That doesn't feel like something they just leave hanging for a whole season. I think even the episodes I didn't like, I've had fun watching and reacting with you guys and getting these videos up and talking with all you guys about it. We got one more to go, and then I'll do another video where I kind of just sum up my thoughts on the season as a whole, and then way down the line eventually, I will review them fully with clips and such, as I am with like season 1 right now, and I'm working on that too, just, you know. Man, so this was so fun, guys. I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with this one. Maybe they've just broken me. Is that what it is? Have I gotten Stockholm Syndrome? Am I just, you know, I'm just broken with these guys now. I had fun with it. I hope you guys did too. This little bit of festivity in the middle of April. And I will see you tomorrow for the last episode of Season 11. Thanks as always, and I'll see you guys later.